Today we will see how bolt tightening is done. Bolt tightening is done to connect the primary members such as columns and rafters. Things required for bolt tightening: a spanner, hammer, torque wrench, whiteboard, marker pen, angle measuring template, socket. High strength bolts. Bolt tightening is done in two phases: initial tightening and final tightening. Initial tightening. First step of initial tightening is tightening with a hand. Second step of initial tightening is tightening with hammer. Final step of initial tightening is marking. Marking is made on bolt, nut, washer and connecting plate using permanent marker. After the initial tightening, the next step is final tightening. First step of final tightening is setting up of torque wrench to the required torque value. For setting the torque, rod is inserted in the wrench and rotated till the required value of torque is achieved. Torque value depends on diameter of bolt. For example, for 24 mm diameter, 745 Nm torque is required. Now, socket is fixed to the torque wrench. After the socket is fixed, torque is applied using torque wrench until we hear a clicking sound. This clicking sound ensures that the required torque has been applied. After final tightening is done, mark OK on the bolt. After the torque is applied, we can see that the marking is moved by a certain angle, and we can measure the angle using angle measuring template. Place the template such that 0° mark coincides with the mark on the connecting plate. Measure the angle between the 0° mark and the mark present on the nut. Points to be remembered while tightening. Washer should be present on both sides of bolt. If tightening is done from nut side, then marking should be done on nut, bolt, washer and connecting plate. And if tightening is done from head side, the marking should be done on head, washer and connecting plate. Sufficient supports to be present on both sides to avoid toppling of member while tightening. Members to be placed at certain height so that the bottommost bolt also could be tightened. Whiteboard to be used for maintaining proper photo record. After torque is applied, please keep the torque wrench properly to avoid calibration disturbance. Rubber pad should be provided between member and support to avoid any scratches.